And now is that lady who has been working hard behind this Vipanchi for almost 10 years. She's been like a daughter with Dr. Professor Rajarao Garu, and she herself is a doctorate. She is ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ತೆಲುಗು ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, and born and brought up in different places and now settled in Mumbai. She's been coordinating and planning with all the artists, and she's almost been a backbone for Professor Rajarao Garu for the Vipanchi event. So she's been so tiresome coordinating with so many artists and planning everything together. But she is going to give you an extraordinary, wonderful presentation today because she herself is a doctorate, a Kuchipudi guru, a performer, a choreographer, a scholar, and a cultural ambassador. Please put your hands together and welcome the very beautiful and talented Dr. Sailaja Desai, please. The musicians are sitting up. So that's Dr. Sailaja Desai for all of you. So you've been seeing her from 2 days, working hard backstage, on phone, constantly. She must have charged her phone almost 10 times, coordinating with everybody, but with the same josh and with the same uh, talent that she's coming forward now for her own presentation, which is a separate presentation than what all others are giving. She is doing a lecture demonstration on the aesthetics and technical architecture of Srikrishna Leela Tarangini. You all must have seen that dance number of times, but this is a different presentation that she's going to do today with her musicians, live musicians, and other artists and performers here on dais. She's an eminent Kuchipudi guru. Has worked and gained recognition from grassroots, the cultural initiatives in rural India, to prestigious national and academic international performances. She's a gold medalist in master's degree in dance from the University of Hyderabad, earned her PhD in classical dance under the guidance of Padma Shri Dr. Nataraj Ramakrishna. Her training and Gurukul heritage under legendary Bharata Kala Prapurna Sri Vedantam Jagannath Sharma Garu. She later received advanced training under Sangeet Natak Academy awardee Guru Dr. Usha Gayatri Garu of Nritya Kinnera, Hyderabad, and becoming her first and foremost disciple. She's an A-grade artist of Doordarshan, Hyderabad. Dr. Sailaja has performed her presentations at prestigious festivals such as Ugadi Festival, Handloom Expo, and all the other events and festivals all over India. And artistic contributions in Mumbai, because she's been staying in Mumbai from almost 25 years. After relocating there in 2002, she rapidly established herself as one of the leading Kuchipudi exponents. She has performed at the Kala Ghoda Festival, Natyanjali, NCPA Dance Season, Swami Haridas Sammelan, Chembur Society Fine Arts, the Bhakti Kala Kshetra, ISKCON, and many more such. Lecture demonstrations and educational outreach. She is an educator and a speaker and has conducted numerous lecture demonstrations especially in Cupertino, USA, NCPA Mumbai, IIT Mumbai, Symbiosis Center for Media and Communication Pune, R.A. Poddar College, and many more. Through the social impact that through arts she's trying, you actively contributing through her arts and education, working with IRCE in New Delhi and different government schools across Delhi and Gujarat. She has also worked closely with several NGOs in Mumbai. Internationally, she has participated and presented her scholarly contributions as the member of International Dance Council. She has participated in different congresses and presented her papers there. Her academic contributions on diverse aspects of dance and culture. She has collaborated and created a number of contributions and production houses and choreographic works, collaborative projects with distinct artists, like the notable production include Chaturvidha Madhuram, and Ritu Samaharam based on Kalidasa's works. She is associated with thematic dance productions and many awards like Samaj Shakti, Natya Ratna, Nritya Shiromani, Nepa Shiromani. So these accolades are just not enough. I have pages and pages to mention. I have a lot of matter to say about her, but our time is short. Teaching legacy and Guru Parampara, vision and the cultural commitment that she's having. Her life's work exemplifies artistic excellence, scholarship, service, and cultural stewardship. So please glue to your seats and do not move as she going to give a wonderful presentation. Please welcome her team who she will introduce, and put your hands together for Dr. Sailaja Desai.
Hello. Hello. Slide, please. Since yesterday, I have been longing very anxiously to get onto this podium and connect with you. But in the process, I have learned a lot from so many musicologists and dance scholars while they were giving their lectures and the demonstrations. It was really a great evening, great day yesterday and today, imbibing a lot of knowledge from all the scholars, and I was eagerly waiting to, come on to this podium and get connected with you. So, Gurubhyo Namaha, Namaskaram, and Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Re hure, rinkana, kahure, kanjari, jeku ro, jagatak jagagina, deku re, dinkuku. Tam diri na, drim, nutakata dimita kitataka jenum, taganam, tadikkirtaka nandikkirtaka, dim, tattadi, ginam. You must be thinking what I am up to here. Like combining all syllables and all these things. But yes, this is a snippet from what you're going to see now and what I'm going to present. This is a snippet from the very complex but yet very beautiful dance, musical and the literary dimensions of the masterpiece Srikrishna Leela Tarangini, a Sanskrit opera. And Srikrishna Leela Tarangini is a composition in chaste Sanskrit. Can I have the slide, please? Set to melodious music, including the jatikattus or the shollukattus, the jati patterns, set for dance by the great Vaggeyakara Yati Narayana Tirtha. It has been fashioned in a Yakshagana pattern. The theme has been taken from the Dasama Skanda of Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is a continuous story of Lord Krishna from his birth to his wedding with Rukmini. And it is the longest opera in Sanskrit, one of the numerous works that rose in the wake of Gita Govinda of Jayadeva and the only work that has maintained a comparative status. Srikrishna Leela Tarangini, it is a wonderful combination of narrative, dramatic poetry with dialogue, action, dance, and music. Narayana Tirtha exhibits his mastery over the music, the philosophy, and the language as well, as it is composed in Sanskrit. It is a Bhakti Prabandha Rachana as well as a Drishya Kavya. So you can visualize when it is made for Drishya Kavya, means you can visualize the moment the words are flowing. You can just visualize what is happening. That's that kind of a work, that is the Drishya Kavya. So musical pieces composed in Tarangini are so exquisite in respect of all the three aspects of bhava, raga, and tala. Narayana Tirtha made the narration crisp by picking only the most telling episodes from the Srimad Bhagavatam version of Sri Krishna's life and condensed the story in a few pieces to give ample scope, for the musical genius and the poetic imagination. Important episodes of the entire Tarangini are embodied in memorable stanzas, and the entire presentation is intended to elevate the soul and merge it in supreme bliss. Krishna Leela Tarangini comprises about 155 Geetams, which are now, we casually refer to each Geetam as Tarangam. No, every song is a Geetam, and every chapter is a Tarangam. Like that, it has got some 12 chapters, and Narayana Tirtha has been influenced by the Narayana Mantram, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So that comes to 12. So each chapter is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So based on this, he has divided his entire composition into 12 tarangams, while the songs are called the Geetams. So each song is set in a standard form with Pallavi, Anupallavi, and Charanam linked to each other by well-conceived shlokas, darvus, and gadyam passages. There are about 345 shlokas in the Tarangini connecting the storyline. Next slide, please. Actually, it's interesting that what drew me, rather why this subject is so fascinating and so important, and what drew me towards getting into a PhD, getting into working on it, is the remarkable range of Krishna Leela Tarangini. The same text, I know many scholars sitting here, the musicologists, everyone would be able to agree with me that the same text is, the Krishna Leela Tarangini is actually composed in a Yakshagana format, and it occupies an important place in the bhajana tradition. When you go to a bhajana, in the bhajana tradition, Narayana Tirtha's Tarangams has got a place third and fourth. Like in the repertoire of Kuchipudi, how we have, opening is Ganapati, then Jatiswaram, then we go on to Shabdam. Like similarly, we have a sequence in the bhajana tradition. So Narayana Tirtha's Tarangams are at number 4 or 3 sometimes in the bhajana tradition. And the beauty is that it is also performed in the solo Kuchipudi repertoire. It is such an important item in the Kuchipudi repertoire that is, it is so synonymous with Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi means Tarangam, Tarangam means Kuchipudi. So it has acquired that sort of importance in the Kuchipudi repertoire. So a single composition remains so vital across the varied performance traditions. This is what inspired me to dig deep and know more about the composition itself. So coming back to Tarangini, next slide please. Yes. The entire work is classed under the Yakshagana, a peculiar narrative musical dance drama with set rhythm, syllables, and the jatis most suitable for dance and dance phrases. This type of Yakshagana, next slide and next slide. You can move on to, yes, yeah, please be there. So, this type of Yakshagana was indigenous to South India, particular to Andhra region. The words Atha Abhiniyate appearing at the beginning of each of the Tarangam, that means at the beginning of each chapter, indicate that the author had intended the composition to be played on the stage to the accompaniment of music and dance. At the beginning of each of the 12 Tarangams, the part of the story about to be presented in that chapter is described in simple and short anushtups. These are very technical terms. And the prescribed preliminary prayer to Ganapati and the Ishta Devata Stuti are seen in the opening section of the first Tarangam, and a summary of the entire composition of Srikrishna Leela Tarangini, followed by a summary of the first Tarangam, is given in the beginning. In the dance drama tradition, usually this part of the text, either it is narrated or sung by Sutradhara. So this itself tells us how it proves that it has been written in a Yakshagana format. So now this slide is tradition. So while I'm talking about Tarangam, I missed one important aspect of Tarangam. What is it? Please think and keep it to yourself. I'll get back to that again during the course of my lecture. So next slide, please. Next. So the story begins with goddess Bhudevi. The story of Krishna Leela Tarangini begins with goddess Bhudevi requesting Lord Vishnu to take birth on earth and relieve her from the burden of the evils of the world. So this item, this is Sharanam Bhava. It is a very devotional and very nice tarangam where Bhudevi, as I mentioned, pleads Lord Vishnu to take birth. So this has been composed in a very nice dance sequence, and this particular song, the choreography was done by my guru, Dr. Madali Usha Gayatri Garu. Let's see this through the abhinaya of Dr. Madali Usha Gayatri's one of the senior students, Ashrita Sinde, accompanied by my team, Srimati Srivalli Sharma on vocal, Sri Sridharacharya on mrudangam, and Sri Anil Kolanka on the violin, and all of them are members of Vipanchi. So now we begin with Sharanam Bhava.
भुजगेन्द्र महासनाय देवाय नाभिकमलोदित पद्मजाय योगीन्द्र भाव्य गगनामल नित्यबोध भूमाभिनाय पुरुषाय नमः परस्मै கருணாமை குருதீன தயாளோ கருணாரச வருணாலய கரிராஜ கிருபாளோ
தாம் நிதக்க செணுத ததி கிணத தாம் நிதக்க செணுதை ததி கிணத தாம் நிதக்க செணு ததி நிதக்க செணு தாம் நிதக்க செணு ததி நிதக்க செணு தின்னக்கிடுதகதை
சரணம் பவ கருணாமயி குருதீன தயாளோ கருணாரச வருணாலய கரிராஜ கிருபாளோ சரணம் பவ கருணாமயி குருதீன தயாளோ கருணாரச வருணாலய கரிராஜ கிருபாளோ சரணம் பவ கருணாமயி குருதீன தயாளோ
திந்தா
அதுனா கலு விதிராமயி சுதிய சுர ஹரிதம் அதுனா கலு விதிராமயி சுதிய சுர ஹரிதம் மதுசூதன ஹரமாமக துரிதம் மதுசூதன ஹரமாமக துரிதம் சரணம் பவ கருணாமயி குருதீன தயாளோ வரನು ಪುರಧರ ಸುಂದರ ಕರ ಶೋಭಿತ ವಲಯ ಸುರಭೂಸುರ ಭಯವಾರಕ ಧರಣೀಧರ ಕೃಪಯ ವರನು ಪುರಧರ ಸುಂದರ ಕರ ಶೋಭಿತ ವಲಯ ಸುರಭೂಸುರ ಭಯವಾರಕ ಧರಣೀಧರ ಕೃಪಯ ಪರಯಾಮಯ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ ಸುರವರಮಣೀಯ ಪರಯಾಮಯ ಸುರವರಯ ಮದೀಯ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಘರಮಾಮಕ ದೂರಿದಂ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರಮಾಮಕ ದುರಿದಂ ಶರಣಂ ಭವ ಕರುಣಾಮಯಿ ಗುರುದೀನ ದಯಾಳೋ
தீம் தக்கிட கிடக்கதோ ததிங் கிணத்த ததிங் கிணத்த ததி கிண தீம் தக்கிட கிடக்கதோ ததிங் கிணத்த ததி கிண தீம் தக்கிடதோ தீம் தக்கிடதோ கிடக்க தரிடதோம் தீம் தக்கிடதோ கிடக்க தரிடதோம்
குணி மண்டல மணி குண்டல மணிமண்டல சயன அணிமாதி சுகுணபூஷண மணிமண்டப சதன ருணிமண்டல மணிகுண்டல மணிமண்டல சயன அணிவாதி சுகுண பூஷண மணிமண்டப சதன வினதாசுத பகவான முனி மானச பவன வினதாசுத பகவான முனி மானச பவன மதுசூதன ஹரமாமகதூரிதோ மதுசூதன மதுசூதன ஹரமாமகதூரிதோ சரணம் பவ கருணாமை குருதீன தயாளோ கருணாரசவருணாலை கரிராஜ கிருபாளோ கரிராஜ கிருபாளோ கரிராஜ கிருபாளோ கரிராஜ கிருபாளோ அசேஷலோக காரணம் அநாதிமத்யமவ்யயம் சேஷசயனோ விபூர்விசேஷதோ விராஜதே மகாபணீந்திரசயனோ மகாமுனீந்திரசேவிதோ மகாலக்ஷ்மி மகீயதோ மகாவிஷ்ணுர்விராஜதே மகாலக்ஷ்மி மகீயதோ மகாவிஷ்ணுர்விராஜதே சரணமுபகதாகம் வாம் சரண்யம் ஜனான நிகிழபய வியோகம் யோகசிதம் மகந்தம் சுரரிபுகணபாரம் துஸ்ஸகம் துர்பரோமே பரிகர பரமாத்மன் பக்தி சித்தைகமூர்த்தே பரிகர பரமாத்மன் பக்தி சித்தைகமூர்த்தே
So the shlokas that has preceded the Tarangam and after the Tarangam, those are all the shlokas written by Yati Narayana Tirtha. Next slide, please. Next one. So, and to talk about Narayana Tirtha and his compositions, I think I can go on and on, but I have taken very few important Tarangams to display his musical genius, also the technical genius of Narayana Tirtha in composing it. So the second Tarangam which I have taken is the Yaknapatni episode, the Bala Gopala Tarangam. You all, even the dancers, must be knowing about the Bala Gopala Tarangam very well, because right from my childhood days, only two Tarangams were taught. One is the Bala Gopala Tarangam and one is the Neelamegha Sharira Tarangam. Even in that Bala Gopala Tarangam, when you go in depth, there is so much to know about it. What is the philosophical importance that Narayana Tirtha speaks about in that? So, and he has built in Sholukatus in the Tarangams. It is composed in a very intellectual manner with every charanam ending with a set of jatis. Narayana Tirtha, through this song composition, spells out profound philosophical truths along with rapturous dance. Yes. Annamayadisu Panchasu Tattvam, Antaramananda Vigraham. Here he speaks about the Annamaya Kosha, then the Pranamaya Kosha, Manamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha. Apart from this particular Tarangam is composed in Mishra, Khanda, and in Chaturashra, making it very interesting and attractive. So it is very effective to exhibit the tala and the laya by an artist. It's a combination of tandava and the lasya. For example, tadhimmi tandava lolam rimchirim rimgana radha lolam kunda kita kita dariki gopika jaram nagadaram todhitta navanita choram. So the lines come this way, and the jatikattus are entirely different from the current style of composition. For example, like I began my the lecture with re hure hure, rinkana rinkana, kahu kahure, kanjari kanjari. All those lines come in this Bala Gopala Tarangam, where we were taught only till Indira Mandira Bhakta Sundara Hridaya Aravinda. But beyond that, there is something very beautiful to this Tarangam. Usually it was called as Pedda Tarangam because it had almost 11 charanams. That's the only Tarangam involving all the tala, laya and everything, having 11 charanams. So let us see through the demonstration of Ashrita once again this Bala Gopala Tarangam. It is preceded by the shloka Yajna Patnyasta Mishana, which is again the original composition of Narayana Tirtha. How the Yajnapatnis, they pray Lord Krishna. Lights.
Yajnapatnyastamishana Yajnapatnyastamishana Leela Gopala Vigraham Leela Gopala Vigraham Prasadayatiyam Prasadayatiyam Veda Tatpariyan Veda Tatpariyan Amanantite Bala Gopala Bala Gopala Mam Uttara Krishna Parama Kalyana Gunakara Parama Kalyana Gunakara Nirada Nila Kalebara Krishna Nirupama Kausupa Kandhara Krishna Nirada Nila Kalebara Krishna Nirupama Kausupa Kandhara Nandana Bhakta Chandana Sura Brundarchita Bahubandana Mandasmita Sundaranana Koti Madana Sundara Jaganohana மந்தஸ்மித சுந்தரானன கோடி மதன சுந்தர ஜெகன்மோகன இந்திர மந்திர பக்த சுந்தர ஹிருதயாரவிந்த இந்திர மந்திர பக்த சுந்தர ஹிருதயாரவிந்த ருங்க பக்தி மகரந்தானந்தித கோபிக பிருந்த ருங்க பக்தி மகரந்தானந்தித கோபிக ஆனந்தித கோபிக பிரம்மானந்தித கோபிக பிருந்த தாம் தாகத்தெய்ததாம் கிடதகதாம் தாகத்தெய்ததாம் தோதிம் மீனாம் கீண தோதிம் மீதே தக்க தோதிம் மீதி மீகீட்ட தோதிம் மீதே தக்க தோதிகிணாம் தோதிகிணம் தோங்க திருகுர்த 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 தோங்க தோதிகிணங்க திருத்தோங்க தக்கிட்ட ததிகிண தோம் கிடதக தக்கிட்ட ததிகிண தோம் கிடதக தக்கிட்ட ததிகிண தோம் பால கோபால மாம் உத்தர கிருஷ்ண பரம கல்யாண குணாகர தாரக சமமுக்த ஹாரகம் பக்த காருண்ய ரச பூரதாரகம் நாரத முனி க்ஷேமகாரகம் ஸ்ரீ நாராயண தீர்த்ததாரகம் நாரத முனி க்ஷேமகாரகம் ஸ்ரீ நாராயண தீர்த்ததாரகம் ஸ்ரீ நாராயண தீர்த்ததாரகம் ஸ்ரீ நாராயண தாம் தாகத்ததிமிதாம் கண்ணாம் கண்ணதாம் கண்ணாம் கண்ணதாம் தாம் தாகத்ததிமிதாம் கண்ணாம் கண்ணதாம் கண்ணாம் கண்ணதாம் தத்திம்மி தத்திம்மி தாண்டவலோலம் திங்கிமி திங்கணராதாலோலம் குன்ன கிட கிட தரிக கோபிகாஜாலம் நகதரத்தோம் வித்த நவநீத சோரம் ஸ்வாமகம் கலயாமி தீரம் அநாமயம் சகல காமதம் புவி சந்ததமானந்த தாண்டவலோலம் சத்குணமணிகண பூஷணாஜாலம் சுந்தர கோகுல பால கோபாலம் மந்தஸ்மிதானந்த மதன கோபாலம் விக்யாத சத்கீர்த்தி விஜய கோபாலம் சத்ய பிரதிஜ்ஞ சந்தான கோபாலம் சர்வகோடி கல்யாண கோபாலம் பக்தஜன பிருந்த பிரசன்ன கோபாலம் சித்தஜன சித்தாந்த சித்த கோபாலம் மத்ஸ்யாவதாராதி மகித கோபாலம் மத்ஸ்யாவதாராதி மகிம கோபாலம் மத்ஸ்யாவதாராதி மகிம கோபாலம் மத்ஸ்யாவதாராதி மகித கோபாலம் ஸ்வாமகம் 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 பால கோபால மாம் உத்தர கிருஷ்ண பரம கல்யாண குணாகர கைதரிக்கிட தப்தந்தித்த தாகம் தித்தது கைதரிக்கிட தாகம் தித்த ஜெய ஜெய ஜம்பரி திகி திகி தித்த திட்டரி திக்குட திகி திகி தித்த தத்துமி தோதுமி தொங்கிட தித்த தத்தோம் தத்தோம் தக்கிட கிட தனத் தனத்ததி மகன்னம் தனத் தனத்ததி மகன்னம் தனத் தனத்ததி மகன்னம் சுவாமினம் விசித்திரவண்ட மாலினம் பவித்ர ராஜகாமினம் गोपालकं भजामि रे गुरे रिंगण रिंगण काहु काहु रे कंगण कंगण जेकु जेकु जन 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 जेकु जेकु रिंगु डिक्कु करुं करुं हरि हरि गुडु किड किड तग दिक किड किड तग तुं किड किड तग नं किड किड तग 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 दिमित 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 धने कुद दिगिन तुं किड तग धने कुद दिगिन तुं किड तग धने कुद दिगिन तुं बाल गोपाल मा उद्धर कृष्ण परम कल्याण गुणकर कृष्ण परम कल्याण गुणकर कृष्ण
So it is so challenging, and it is like a you or me type kind of a thing between the singer, between the natvanar and the dancer. So the tala variation is so very important here, and this tala variation has been shown explicitly well by Narayana Tirtha himself. Next slide, please. Now, among the tarangams, the songs of the Tarangini. Next. The songs of the. Next. Yes. Present in the 7th Tarangam is very fascinating. In this Tarangam, the Geetams from the 6th to the 12th are inbuilt with Shuladi Talas, like the Dhruva, Matya, Rupaka, Jampe, Triputa, Ata and Eka, set in 7 different ragas. All the 7 songs describe the Rasa Leela Vilasam. It is said that these songs were sung by Suravanitas, the celestial women, describing the glory of Rasa, showering the flowers in admiration and enjoyment. Nritta being an integral part of this Rasa Leela songs, the jatis at the end of every song convey the divine rapture, the Jivatma and the Paramatma. So while Jayadeva's Geeta Govinda conveys rasa with a dominant Shringara rasa, Narayana Tirtha elevates it to the pure Advaita Vedanta with a highly mystical sense, conveying the same in Bhakti Bhava. While Jayadeva conveys it in a Shringara rasa, Narayana Tirtha conveys it through the Bhakti Bhava. These jati patterns are very complicated in nature and reflects the older tradition of the jati construction. The Shalukattus interspersed in the work proves that the art form of this work is essentially that of a dance, where the bhava of the song is interpreted through abhinaya with spells of nritta. So these, composing the jatis are, like earlier I mentioned, in a very traditional form. Here, Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu, he helped me a lot in reconstructing the same jati and setting it into a systematic pattern. The jatis are nowhere distorted, but the same jatis, he helped me during my research in reconstructing it. So we will see one such, the Jampetala song. It's a very short song. So we'll see through the demo of Ashrita, and we really worked hard in getting the syllables right and the talam right, because this is in Jampe talam, very rarely performed in the Kuchipudi repertoire or any other repertoire as well.
Suralokavanita Suralokavanita Samavaloka Yatarevam सुरलोक वनित समवलोक यत देवं सुरलोक वनित समवलोक यत देवं अखिल लोकाधारं अधिकतरलीलं सुरलोक वनित समवलोक यत देवं अखिल लोकाधारं अधिकतरलीलं सुरलोक वनित समवलोक यत देवं शरणागत त्राण कलित संकल्प भिग शरणागत त्राण कलित संकल्प भिग वन भुवि महोल्लास रास रसिकं 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 ब्रजपुर वधूकलित विविध ताल मृदंग ब्रजपुर वधूकलित विविध ताल मृदंग संगीत रस विज्ञमखिल सारंगं संगीत रस विज्ञमखिल सारंगं रुद्रलोक वनिता समवलोक यत देवं उदय विलयातीत रस घनमज्जो उदय विलयातीत रस घनमज्जो सदय हृदयालोक कलित कैवल्यं सदय हृदयालोक कलित कैवल्यं अधिकतर साहसोत्साह गाम्भीर्यं अधिकतर साहसोत्साह गाम्भीर्यं विधिमुख विमृग्य पदं विमल विज्ञानं विधिमुख विमृग्य पदं विमल विज्ञानं सुरलोक वनित समवलोक यत देवं कनककटि सूत्र वलयागत पटीकं कलित कौस्तुभ शोभि कमनीय कंडं कनककटि सूत्र वलयागत पटीकं कलित कौस्तुभ शोभि कमनीय कंडं श्रीवत्सलक्षणम् अशेष सुर रक्षं श्रीवत्सलक्षणम् अशेष सुर रक्षं श्रेयसामास्पदम् अशेष भुवनानं श्रेयसामास्पदम् अशेष diri na drim drim nu ta dimi takita takajam takadam tadikirgadan dikirgadam diri na drim drim nu ta dimi takita takajam takadam tadikirgadan dikirgadim dim tattadi gina ginam ginato digi digi da dugu dugu jam jam dim dim tattadi gina ginam ginato digi digi da dugu dugu jam 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 tadimita jam tari tadana hanu dhana jenu taagam tadimi takita jam tajam jenu taakata jam tari tadimi takita takadana dimi kita takatadi ginato lokavanita samavalokayatareva agila lokadharam adhigadaralilo suralokavanita samavalokayatareva.
I'm so happy today that I fulfilled the dream of Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu, that he wanted to see all these Sapta Tarangas, which is the Rasalila, to be in this format, where the song and the Jatikattu are, in the Raga format, not the Jati separate and the song separate. So, hope Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu would bless me from the heavens there for having completed his dream today. And that too, I took only one tarangam, which is the Jampe. I still have a dream of completing all the other 6 talas in the similar way. So now, moving on to next slide, please. See, as I mentioned, Krishna Leela Tarangini is also sung in the Bhajana Sampradaya tradition. It is one of the next slide. It is one of the core items of the bhajana repertoire. The beauty of Tarangini lies in its flexible nature, yet rigid in its style and the structure. It is composed in Yakshagana pattern, which has been adopted with ease into solo dance technique, while it finds a very unique place in the bhajana tradition. It's an ocean which manifests into so many ways. In the bhajana tradition, always there is you all know how the bhajana tradition works. Like, there is a Bhagavatar who sings the line, and to elevate the bhakti bhavam, the chorus, they maintain, and, the same is repeated several times, and taking the devotees to an ecstasy of bhakti bhava. Next slide, please. In the late 1940s and 1950s, the chief architect of Kuchipudi, the doyen of Kuchipudi, late Sri Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana Shastri, took great efforts in recreating the solo technique of Kuchipudi repertoire. He invented the Taranga Nritya to bring unique, special attraction and charm to the repertoire. He choreographed few tarangams which were apt for Chaturvidabhinaya, and the composition of the text of Tarangini itself was very much conducive to introduce this into a solo repertoire, highlighting the storytelling aspect of Kuchipudi through the Abhinaya. So he brought into limelight the tarangams such as Balagopala Tarangam, Neelamegha Sharira, Yehi Mudam Dehi, Krishnam Kalayaseki Sundaram, Puraya Mamakamam, Sharanam Bhava, Jaya Jaya Ramanatha, Vikshe Kada Devadevam. All are very known tarangams. The Guru Parampara made it so popular among the dancers that dancers use these tarangams. Not only this, the last session of my lecture is about the Daruvu system, or the, in the Yakshagana pattern, how these Daruvu systems are used. The Rukmini Pravesha Daruvu and Rukmini Lekha run parallel to Siddhendra Yogi's Bhama Praveshadaru and Bhama Leka from Parijatam. Unique feature of Kuchipudi Yakshagana is that the character enters, next slide please, introducing herself or himself. Same feature has been adopted by Narayana Tirtha in introducing the characters in Srikrishna Leela Tarangini. Now, let us see how the Praveshadaru, Rukmini Praveshadaru, introducing the character herself and entering onto the stage. This is almost, it runs parallel to Satyabhama's character, Bhamane Satyabhamani. The only difference is that Bhama is a very, she's a proud, she was very pride about her beauty, about her wealth, and regarding her love and obsessed love with Lord Krishna. Whereas Rukmini here, she is always in bhakti bhavam towards Lord Krishna. She keeps praising Lord Krishna in every aspect of her breath. So that is the difference between the two characters of Bhama and Rukmini. Now we have Rukmini Praveshadaru.
आयति श्री रुक्मिणी 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 सेनैरेक येययो शिर्भिरधुना आयति श्री रुक्मिणी आयति श्री रुक्मिणी यति श्री रुक्मिणी सेनैरेक येययो शिर्भिरधुना आयति श्री रुक्मिणी सेनैरेक येययो शिर्भिरधुना आयति श्री रुक्मिणी आयति श्री रुक्मिणी नैरिक गेययो शिर्भिरधुना आयति श्री रुक्मिणी कृष्णमेव चिन्तयन्ति सदा हृदि वृष्णिवंश सिन्धुचन्द्रो 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 ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ನಿಂದಿತಾಮಣಿ ನಿರಂತರ ಚಾರುತರ ನೀಲ ಕಬರಿ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ನಿಂದಿತಾಮಣಿ ನಿರಂತರ ಚಾರುತರ ನೀಲ ಕಬರಿ ಆಯತಿ ಶ್ರೀರೋಕ್ಮಿ ಸನೈರಿಗ ಯಯೋಶಿರ್ಭಿರದುನಾ ಆಯತಿ ಶ್ರೀರೋಕ್ಮಿ ತನ್ವಿ ಸ್ವತನು ಭಾನುನ ಪರಾಜಿತ ತಪನ ಕಿರಣ ಕರುಣಿ ತನ್ವಿ ಸ್ವತನು ಭಾನುನ ಪರಾಜಿತ ತಪನ ಕಿರಣ ಕರುಣಿ ಆಯತಿ ಶ್ರೀರೋಕ್ಮಿಣಿ ಸನೈರಿಗ ಯಯೋಶಿರ್ಭಿರದುನ ಆಯತಿ ಶ್ರೀರೋಕ್ಮಿಣಿ ಆಯತಿ ಶ್ರೀರೋಕ್ಮಿಣಿ ಆಯತಿ 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 ಶ್ರೀರೋಕ್ಮಿ ರುಕ್ಮಿಣಿ
So we have almost come to the last segment. Like, remember I showed you a slide asking you what is that we are missing in this lecture about the Tarangam. What do you feel? Any thoughts on that? What did we miss? What did we not present in the Tarangams? So the Tarangams are synonymous with dancing on the edges of a brass plate. So there is so much beyond dancing on the edges of the mana pallan dance kanna. There is so much beyond that in the lyrics and in the the jati variations and all these things in Narayana Tirtha's composition. So as I mentioned, so this has become synonymous all over the globe because of dancing on the edges of the brass plate. But Narayana Tirtha never ever mentioned in his text, next slide please, about dancing on the brass plate. It was introduced later. It was very meticulously introduced, and there is a thought process behind introducing this plate dance to make it distinct and unique, to elevate the interest in the dance form. It has been introduced with a particular objective to test for levels of concentration. A dancer will have a total control over laya with increased physical and mental concentration while performing to the gati bhedas with intricate foot variations. So the lyrics and the style of composition itself offers much beyond dancing on the rims of a brass plate. But still, it is a divine text which embodies the theme of Madhura Bhakti. And next slide, please. And the truths of Advaita Vedanta draped in the language of unsurpassed beauty and the soulful music which should be preserved in its true spirit. While every artist brings personal creativity to an interpretation, one should refrain from distorting such a divine literary work, from unnecessary balancing acts on the pots, where it is, there is a limitation in exhibiting ourselves when it is danced on the pots. Such presentation amounts to deviation from tradition and classicism. Any presentation that moves too far from its traditional character may shift the attention away from the original work itself. Narayana Tirtha's gift to us is so precious. It's a cultural treasure, and it is our collective responsibility to preserve and pass it on to future generations in its pure and dignified form. So we come to the next final slide. There is a Falashruti without which it's not complete. Kamada Kamina Mesa Mumukshunam cha Mokshada Shunvatam Gayatam Bhaktya Krishna Leela Tarangini. Krishna Leela Tarangini bestows on those who sing it or listen to it or watch it with devotion whatever they wish for, and liberation to those who seek it. Next slide. Humble salutations to all the gurus and the scholars who are present here for allowing me to speak on Narayana Tirtha. And today I am very, very fortunate to have been accompanied on vocal by one of the sought after singers for dance artists, Srimati Vipanchi. Lights please. Vipanchi Srivalli Sharma Garu. I troubled her day in, day out for composing the Jampetalam. I said, Akka, this is not right, this is not right, this syllable is not coming in the proper talam, we'll have to do this, that. I really troubled you, and I'm extremely sorry for that. And Shri Sridharachari, he's a known Mrudangam Vidwan amongst all the dancers here. And similarly, Shri Anil Kolanka, a sort of violinist. And I'm very thankful to my dancer Ashrita Sinde, whom I trained her online weekly twice. Like after her office hours, we used to sit night 9 o'clock, and I used to squeeze her a bit. I don't know whether she gained with that squeezing of me. I don't know. But thank you for all the cooperation. Thank you so much.
First, put your hands together for Dr. Sailaja for giving such a wonderful presentation with so much minuteness and expressing every feeling, every expression of whatever Srikrishna Leela Tarangini is. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation, madam. And thank you to all the artists on behalf of Vipanchi, Professor Rajarao Garu, Padmavati Garu, and SP Bharti Garu will present felicitations and mementos to the artists. Rukmini is looking just like real Rukmini only. Wonderful performance to Ashrita. Memento and shawl presentation. రుక్మిణికి గట్టిగా చప్పట్లు. To the other musicians and artists laki memento and shalwa. Vipanchi Srivalli Sharma gariki. Shri Sridharachari gariki. Sridharachari gariki memento and shalva on behalf of Vipanchi. అలాగే శ్రీ కొలంక అనిల్ కుమార్ గారికి, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Once again, a great applause for Madam Dr. Sailaja Desai garu. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation.